from colleagues before, because then you would not do the same mistake as I did here before, trying to suggest that we should send people around the world to decrease the need for air conditioners without having made an analysis and met the arguments of is this very logical, etc. Try to get help from colleagues. And as I said also before, most papers or all papers are interesting for the writer of them, for the author. But the clue is to make it interesting also for the reader. And to be curious and have an open mind again. To try to think differently. What if I turn this upside down? Could it be? Try to, when you read things, try to question them. Is it really that the economy is so bad? Is it really? Perhaps it's better than ever, in a way. I mean, try to questioning everything you read. And I think that by that you could develop some kind of ideas to write about, what to write about. Not all ideas are good to write about. I don't think I will write about this, moving people from one place to another. Not now. I was, yes, in conclusion, this is so easy, isn't it? Present something that you believe in, and others could believe in. Not only you could believe in, but also others. And do it in a clear, convincing, and professional way. Then you will be published. Almost for sure. So again, novelty. This is the main message I have to give to you, to offer to you. Novelty in a convincing way. That's the clue for being published. I had a few examples, I think. If you could help me with this one. Let's say that I have found this. Could you help me to, this is my idea. Could you help me to give me some feedback on this idea, please? You could discuss it with your neighbor or think, have a short thought about it. And I get back to you soon. Feedback you have to give. Which questions do you want to ask to me about this project? What would I need to improve? Anyone? Do you think it's a good idea to write about this? Learning organization is a bit vague. I should just, before this, say that well, I think we need a microphone here. Okay. A learning organization is one of my favorite topics. I have been studying for 50 years what this label actually means, because I don't understand it. And you say it's vague. Yes. What do you want to say more? What is it that is vague?
Well, I think learning organization, you have to define what you mean by learning organization. Yes. Different people, different perspective on learning organization. So it's kind of vague here and effective as well. So how does it have a correlation between both? So the word claim as well is a bit doubtful. So it can be inductive as well.
What do you mean? So you think that I should define learning organization, okay? And define effective.
Yeah.
Okay. We start with those two, and get back to the other. Let's say that effective. I have measured actually. Let's say this. I make this up now. Effectiveness we have measured by profitability of the company. And a learning organization is an organization where I don't know what it is actually, because I asked, yeah, but I asked, are you a learning organization? And they answered, yes, we are a learning organization. Okay, they claim to be a learning organization, but they are also effective. They have a high profitability. Is it better now? Is it convincing now?
Organization.
Sorry?
What do you mean by learning organization here? There are many.
I don't know. I asked people, or is this organization a learning organization? Yes, they said. Okay. They claim to be a learning organization. I don't know what they mean with it, but is this an... What should I have done? Yeah? The microphone, please.
You need to tell us which organizations are those organizations, because those is vague. Which organizations did you approach to ask them the question, are they learning organizations or not?
Okay.
So if you went to universities, then it makes sense that they would say they are learning organizations. But if you went to banks and they said they were learning organizations, I would wonder why they thought they were learning organizations.
I went to Malaysian State Bank and Malaysian Airlines. Those two companies said that, yeah, we are learning organizations. Let's say that.
So then I think you need to know what they mean when they say they're learning organizations.
Okay.
And why they claim to be such. Is there a benefit to claim to be that way?
What benefit could there be to claim that they
I
are
wouldn't know,
learning?
I'm not the bank on the
Sorry?
I wouldn't know. I mean, if I was an organization, why would I say I'm learning unless they're thinking of themselves as a place where their employees learn something? I don't know.
I don't know how it is here in Malaysia, but in Sweden, the term, in Europe, the term learning organization has some kind of positive aura around it. So if you claim to be, yes, I am for equality, I am for sustainability, then, oh, good, for sustainability. But it has become something that all companies have to claim that they are sustainable, because if you don't claim that you have sustainability, you are out. Actually, you can't not claim that you don't have sustainability. So this is something that many companies in Europe and the United States have said, we are a learning organization. You can read it at their home pages.
The word learning organization does not bother me, but I think I have found slightly indicate that's a less professional approach of stating your opinion, because it shows that you are just merely stating your personal view on certain ideas without accompanying with empirical studies or things like that.
So how would you suggest this study to be made instead of how I did it?
First, I would like to know, is this a conclusion of your studies or is just like a statement at the beginning of your writings?
Let's say that, I mean, this is something I made up, obviously, but let's say that this is some kind of conclusion of my work.
I think based on the study I've done, I discovered, probably that sounds much better, or probably it's more convincing to say that, because you're relating to your studies that you've done on this organization.
But again, yes, all right, you want me to change the language.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all right. But what would you like me to change in the study? How could I make a convincing, how could this have been convincing, which it apparently isn't to you? Now, as it is now. Yes, please. I have learned that it's not, one should not point to people in Malaysia. Is it like that?